Hello and welcome everybody. Today we're talking about splashing the pot. Don't splash the pot. Call me Teddy KGB. What are you going to do about it? Alright, this is one of my most common questions I get. Well, what are these vintage chips that I see all over eBay? What are they? Help us. Alright, I did some research after, well actually people helped me with research after I made my circle triangle video about the Sting. So I had some chips that looked similar to the ones that they used on The Sting, the movie. And after that video, it came to my attention that there's a whole post and discussion about this on PokerChipForum.com, no longer a sponsor, where tons of good information was given about these. These are called Paranoid chips. They were made from the early 1900s all the way through the mid 1900s with these inlays. And you can find these at the making of this video, all subject to change, anywhere from, depending on kind of the symbol, anywhere from like 60 cents a chip all the way upwards to like $2 a chip I've seen. Some people try to ask for ridiculous prices. I don't know if those sell, but the sold, ones are anywhere from like 60 cents to $1 a chip plus shipping, whatever that is. $2 a chip, I think I saw a couple. But either way, they're just considered, they were sold as Paranoid chips. And so what are we looking at? Are they poker chips? Are they roulette chips? Because you have different colors, and so it's for roulette. You could use them for roulette, but they were sold with face cards. And I imagine, at the time, they don't have denominations on them, but at the time I can imagine they were used for poker. The, set would just be made up of colors, and you would have to know your denominations. Obviously, if, compared to like modern chips, if denominations are important to you, you might not want to consider these, but they make an interesting character addition to any set or collection. If you have some good poker buddies that you know very well, they know the color denominations, nobody's going to be confused at what they're looking at, then you can rock some of these vintage ones. And they'd add a fun vintage month, to your games. So it's really interesting how these things age and how they fare, and the availability of them. The different designs, I've seen monogrammed versions of these. I know the companies, there were multiple companies that made these. It wasn't just like one company. Actually, there might have been one plant that made them, but multiple companies marketed them, if you know what I mean. So you can get monograms, so you see every letter you can get. You see things like the fleur-de-lis, pardon my French. They have clover-shaped things. They have different comet designs, different things. If you go to the link, I'll put a link to the article, the post, the forum, the thread that I read on PokerChip Forum in the comments below or in the description. I'll see what I can do, what YouTube lets me get away with. And you can read all about it. There's some great information. People on PokerChip Forum, there are so many knowledgeable people on there. Thank you so much for sharing your wealth of information that you have. I'm just I'm just kind of the middleman here, trying to show you what these very common on eBay, sold often as just vintage poker chips or vintage roulette chips on eBay. So have a look, see what you can find. If you're interested, I think they're okay. I compare these to modern ceramics. They have kind of a bright sound to them. They feel very hard. I'm trying to see what I have here to compare them to. I have some Detroit Jack from a previous video that's just sitting here. So let's see how they sound just compared to some Paulson Reverse Hat and Cane casino chips. Can you hear the difference? I'm not sure if my mic's going to pick this up. In person, they sound very different. Again, limitations of my mic. But they're very smooth. They feel very good, and they seem durable enough for normal use. Just don't splash the pot as usual. Let me know your thoughts about these vintage chips. Do you like them? They're pretty common. At the making of this video, they seem like something that, would make an interesting addition, but I don't see these as, personally, I don't see these as an investment. That might just be an indictment on my part. In 10 years, you can come back to this video, give me a thumbs down, and let me know how valuable these are. If you want to support this channel, you can visit my Amazon shop. I'll put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. You can also support me on Patreon. I am accepting general support on Patreon. Occasionally I post an update photo, kind of behind the scenes, what's going to happen next there. If you would like to see that, you go ahead and help me out on Patreon. Every dollar helps. Thank you everybody on there right now who's supporting me. As usual, if you like this content, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.